tones in this. The way the bass and guitar are like creating this huge wall of sound, this huge frequency spectrum range, and then the drums, very nice and tight sounding, no like muddy or low frequencies. They're just really snappy and tight. I like that. Thank you for this request, Michael Gurman. This is Earth Drive with Dharma Throne. He says, Earth Drive is my favorite band. They're from Portugal. Rosie is a huge fan of Portugal. This is heavy, deep, sophisticated music for adults. The singer is brilliant Sarah Antunes. That name sounds familiar. And the lead guitar player is a super talented Hermano Marquez. Probably saying that wrong. But anyway. Filter. That's a cool time signature. 6/8 and 7/8. Throat singing? I love the Spacey branding of the album too, and the sound of this song fits it so well. It's a different combination of sounds than I've heard before. Just this deep, sounds like throat singing. I don't know if it's that or a didgeridoo or something like that with a huge resonant, deep, resonance to it. A very interesting combination of sounds here. Of course, cool prog guitar and drums. Interesting note choices there. I think that's on the 7 note. No, that's actually the flat 5th, which is probably the most dissonant note besides the ones right next to it in the key, because it's in C here, and it's on the flat 5th. This sounds like it could be in Locrian. At least the vocal melody. Very interesting. Do you read the signs? It's a trippy sound. Get you to come in by my side. So tell me, Father, we will break the tune. I'm gonna get the dreams of you. So help me now to free your life. I'm gonna take you to come in by my side. Nice fill there. Very clean. Love this drum pattern with the ghost note trills on the snare between the beats. Sexy drum fills. You know who this drummer is? Okay, not the drummer, but I love the drums in this. Again, this riff is starting in an interesting spot too. We're in the key of C, but starting on this flat fifth, down to the fourth, up to the 7, and then the 8, back to the root note. But that's a really interesting way to structure the song. I'm guessing this is in C Locrian, because it's really lands on that flat fifth a lot. It's so interesting. The way that fill ended on that floor tom, went into this bass lick. Oh. Great time signature play here. Is that a mouth harp in there? Or is that resonance from... I think it's a didgeridoo. Because sometimes the little relics within the sounds of the didgeridoo can sound like a mouth harp because you are using your mouth to shape the sounds. Those little wow, wow, stuff like that, you know. Okay, well that was a really interesting song. The reason I was so interested in it being Locrian is because that's probably the most rare mode to write music in, because it's the only mode that doesn't have a fifth that harmonizes with the root note. The rest of the modes, they all have that regular fifth that makes a power chord. So you have the root note C and then the fifth. That's a power chord. But the Locrian mode, power chords technically aren't in key for it because the fifth is flattened, diminished. You have this chord instead. And so people don't use it very often because you can never really resolve the melody without that fifth. That's why it's so fascinating. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to pound like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you know when I put out new videos. If you'd like your requests featured in the live streams, you can always visit my website down below and make a request for that. Or you can support the channel on Patreon and get access to a lot of Patreon exclusive reactions. And there's also options for making reaction requests over there. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.